How about this? The U.S. Park Police are...
Start by storming Blackgate!
Loki is a Disney Plus TV show that is also a continuation of the MCU, but obviously on TV, similar to WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. This is a TV show I can't lie, I wasn't too excited for. I knew it was going to be 6 episodes long. Apparently it did get renewed for a second season, which did not see that coming because Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision both are limited TV shows. So I figured Loki was going to be limited as well, but I guess there will be a second season. And I will also say this. I have to preface this because I always try to be honest in my reviews 100%. I was not excited for the show. I wasn't. WandaVision, it started off strong and then it just really honestly, unfortunately, fell apart. Majorly, in my opinion, honestly, in the second half of WandaVision. And then Falcon Winter Soldier only had one good episode. All the rest just felt like filler. It was very obvious for me personally that it was just set up. And same with WandaVision towards the second half. But Loki, after the end of the first episode, I had a feeling that this might be different, but I took a little bit of a break. I didn't watch it week to week the way I did with the other 2 TV shows. I actually took a couple-week break, and then I decided to watch, I believe it was episode 2, 3, and 4 back to back to back. And I'm glad I did, honestly, because it gave me an appreciation, and I was able to pick up on a lot of the nuances. So the thing is with this show is that it does stand out from a lot of other MCU-related stuff because all my complaints of MCU-related things are usually bland cinematography, bland score, overbearing usage of humor. But this show, it does have some humor, but it's not overbearing. It also has beautiful cinematography. I actually really dug it. I thought it was very colorful. Reminded me a lot of like Thor Ragnarok cinematography, which I dug. And then the score, it's very, very unique. It's really good, honestly. I was honestly surprised by that. I'm definitely looking forward to listening to it again on its own, but I was surprised by that. There's also a couple long takes in terms of the cinematography. I did forget to mention that were pretty cool. I believe it was episode 3 in particular, towards the end, had like a long take that involved explosion and everything. I thought it was really cool, honestly. And then I also like Tom Hiddleston's lead performance. I think that he does a good job. He's always been good, don't get me wrong, but I really liked what he did with the character in this show, especially the added depth. Because, we always look at his character and we see like this, fun, charming, charismatic individual. And then in this, we see a more somber individual because he's having an existential crisis. And I really liked the themes of that. How after the first episode, you notice right off the bat that with Tom Hiddleston's performance that he is someone that's different. He is changed by everything that he's seen. And I also will say this, it is quite apparent that they are taking a lot from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, but I was personally okay with that because at the end of the day, although it's not as good as that, by no means is the story even as close to as fresh and exciting as Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. For an MCU-related individual show, it was very fresh, and I was very much so able to accept it and appreciate it for that. But there are some things I will say. For one, in terms of negatives, the villain is unfortunately kind of cliched in the MCU sense of it's not really developed that much. There's like a hint towards the end of like a villain that might be in other future movies, and possibly even a second season of Loki. But besides that, I just really didn't feel like it was that fleshed out. It unfortunately felt very underbaked. Again, I do think episode 1, it's not terrible by any means, but I do think that it unfortunately didn't hook me as much as I kind of wish. It wasn't until the last like 10 minutes where it actually did hook me, and that was when I was able to say, yeah, this show I'm definitely going to watch until the end. I mean, at this point, I've already seen, the 23 plus MCU movies and now the 3 TV shows. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm going to be watching them for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to be watching these with my kids, let's face it. But the other thing I wanted to say is that the pacing sometimes does suffer a bit. It's not terrible pacing by any means, but it does suffer a bit. And then there are a lot of moments that do feel a bit cliched. Like, I feel like a lot of moments do reminisce of other things that I've seen. Like, I did get a lot of heavy Westworld vibes. So I can't lie, there were times where I was watching the show and I was like, I could have just been watching Westworld because I love that show. But it's nothing bad per se. Loki is not bad. It is solid stuff. I can see why so many people are really digging it, especially on like Letterboxd and other sites. I see it. I get it. For me, it's solid. It's got good filmmaking for sure. It does set up for a second season, or I believe it's Doctor Strange, Into the Madness, something along those lines. And I do like the ending of the first season of Loki. I do think that was pretty strong, and it did leave me wanting more, which I think is something that, unfortunately, with WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, didn't have that luxury with either of those. In fact, it left me feeling empty. So at least with this show, Loki, it had a couple calories to it. I thought it was solid stuff, and I think that you should definitely watch it because, it's 6 episodes of pure joy. So Loki, for me personally, I'll be giving it a 3.5 and 5-star rating, which for those that like a hot sauce rating, it's the good old Texas Pete hot sauce rating. That's right. Solid stuff, guys. Word of the day. So, yeah, that's my review, guys, for Loki. Non-spoiler, of course. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on Loki down below, as well as what you're excited for in Season 2. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.